everyone. I'm here to show you my latest journal. It's ladies, no, I already started off wrong. Victorian Era Ladies Journal with I included a lot of people call them steamer trunks, but they're they're really called just either dome top or let's see, camelback trunk or curved trunk. That was the proper name in the advertisements that I found online. And also this gentleman explained how the original steamer trunks were a lot smaller. They were only about 5 to 6 inches tall and only about 12 to 15 inches wide, because the reason they were called steamer trunks was because they traveled in the engine room of the boat or the train. They were for lower class people, and that's where they went from point A to point B. So these had a totally different name. Actually, these trunks, they traveled on their sides, on the side of them, and they didn't. There's a lot of different stories that I read, and this gentleman had explained how he's done all his research and all this stuff like that. So I went ahead and I asked questions. So then that's where I got to reading about the dome top trunks and how they traveled and what they looked like, and the originals are gorgeous. There was no way that I could match how they actually look, but I tried, and the top of it was totally different. But in order for me to fit the journal and this part here, I just decided to make a simple tray for the top. But the matching, it's matching the paper here, and here, and then of course the back I did it different, because in the Victorian era they had where they thought that more colors you put into your house or things like that, and the better it was. For some reason, they just had a lot of they felt like if they put all of their belongings like in their living room, people would think they were richer or better off, or it was really weird. But yeah, that's what I was reading, and that was the reason why they had, so it would look like clutter in their living room. But from the colors of the living rooms and their rooms and stuff like that, and their patterns, that's where I came across the difference in the textures, and in the color. Of course, if it were up to me, I probably would have done a different color scheme, but this is what I thought would be fitting and matching to where the era was. That's how I came across the color of the paper and everything. And then the little drawers are working drawers. There are two. And then the lip, this little whatchamacallit in here, there's a little secret compartment back here that if in fact if you don't want to use it for the journal, you could always use it as a jewelry box, because it's very pretty how everything comes together, and you can use it as you wish, whatever you decide to do. I just thought a jewelry box would probably be your second option. And then inside, I made it to simulate the wood that it would inside of a real trunk. Now, this is all paper. This is not wood. The whole trunk is paper. The only thing that is not paper are the metal here, the little brads, of course, all around, and the 3 hinges on the back. Everything else is paper, and these were simulated to look like the when I was looking at the trunks, it looked like it had like their little, it had little like metal plates or something like that, and I didn't know what they were for, but I worked them into mine just to simulate, you know, the look of course I went through a lot of pictures, and they all had these little, maybe they did serve a purpose, I don't know, but I put them in there. And they were like metal caps on different sides. And yeah, but this whole thing was from scratch. I made it from top to bottom. It's all paper. And I like it. I like how it came out. I think it's just adorable. And the inlay right here that I made, it to simulate the real trunk and the era. I made it with 2 different pieces of paper, and I thought it came out really cute. But this is the trunk that comes with the journal. I thought that was adorable. And let's push this guy back here, and let's bring in the journal. The journal was a lot of fun. I found out a lot of things about Victorian women that were ridiculous. All the stuff that these women made, and how they had to go on about their daily business and do so many things. They had to make clothes, men clothes, make soap. They had to make creams. They had to make their perfumes. They had to do everything. On top of that, they had to have the kids, and then they never bathed. It was not the norm. I'm not talking bad about these women. My hat to go off to these women, because everything I read, it was like they were like a slave. So whenever they got married, if they weren't well off, whatever little inheritance they got from their father, whether it be livestock or money or whatever, it went to the husband. It didn't go towards them. And this was their normal. They didn't bathe because it wasn't a normal thing. There was no running water. There was no electricity. There was no nothing. And yeah, I wouldn't have gotten married in those times. No. Okay, so this is a cameo, and I thought it was appropriate with the colors, all the colors of the journal. And this front part here is a belly band. You can put whatever you'd like back here. The material I thought was beautiful. I thought, you know, but and to the era, I thought, with the metal pieces here and here. Now this is a little chunky. This is 4 inches by 8.5 by 6. And then these I figured would be cute. These could be detached from the book, but I just thought it was cute to have the keys to your trunk on, you know, on the journal. I thought that was really cute. Okay, so I hope everybody's doing good. Thinking and praying about all those people, what they're going through in Missouri and all this stuff like that. I've been praying for everyone. I'm worried about my daughter, and I'm just a little nervous about all this has been going on, like if it's not enough with the COVID, you know, virus. And okay, I'm done. I'm not supposed to worry about anything. So this journal has 6 signatures, and let's see, 50 journaling cards, 28 tuck spots, 5 cameos, and jewelry throughout. There's jewelry and the bull clips and everything, and there's a lot of beautiful flowers in here. So in making this journal, I was thinking it was a young lady that traveled by herself, obviously, to a new country, and she would have traveled on a steamboat. So these steamboats were, I was reading further on them, and I found out that they would go through storms. They traveled a month, 2 months on on the oceans, and they went through storms, and they went through everything. All of their stuff would, they would get wet. And so this is the reason I stain the pages like this. I figured if it traveled in a steam trunk or a dome top trunk, their stuff probably all got wet. And when they got to their new home or new country, wherever it was, this is what, after it dried, this is what it would look like. This is just my imagination. But this young lady probably had ideas, and she would probably want to better herself. So she probably, of course, this would be her journal, and she probably thought of things she would want to make, ideas of new clothing items that she wanted to purchase. And this, if you saw my video on the small tips and tricks, this is the card that I made with the spackle. And I thought it was appropriate for, back when I showed it, the book wasn't finished yet. I was just putting it together. And all of this lace attached to the pages is not vintage, but it is sewn onto each page. Then we have, maybe she had ideas of the new, maybe she wanted a new hat, new hairstyles, new clothing, and there's a lot of different blank cards throughout that you can use as journaling cards. This here is a big journaling card. It's a Christmas plum pudding, and I thought that would be nice. Maybe she brought that recipe with her from back home, and she wanted to bring something of her mother's into her new home. And these are cards, calling cards from her maybe gentleman friends. And yeah, I thought that was really cute. Reading a lot on the advertisements and stuff, I had a lot of fun with it, because as I'll show you in a minute here, the flirtation cards and everything, they get really funny. This is a corset advertisement, and maybe this is another calling card. And let's see, these are more, and these are dresses that maybe she wants to make or purchase in her new home. Maybe she wants to start going to balls and masquerade parties and all this stuff. And this is fan flirtation. And these are big blank cards. I thought these were gorgeous. These are, I believe these are Tim Holtz, if I'm not mistaken, which I could be mistaken. But I'll write in the description below where I got these papers from. And let's see. This is probably a new hairdo that she wanted to go with, and these flirting cards. I haven't stopped laughing. What they consider to be appropriate for a young lady. This is a apparel for lengths of mourning. So they're letting you know how long you have to be in mourning and what to wear, what not to wear. This is what you had to wear if you were in mourning. You couldn't wear anything flashy, or you had to display your mourning, whatever. And then these were probably another calling cards from her male friends. And this is another spackle effect that I made on here. Then these are also other advertisements, which I put them in here because I found them cute or interesting or whatever. You'll get a laugh at every single one of these. And this, of course, is also the paper. And this is another young lady. Maybe that's her sister, her cousin. I don't know. I just thought she was pretty. And I put her there. These are little cards I made to where you can write in. These are open, and this has a card in it. And you can also write in there. These are new clothing, maybe that she wanted to wear when she gets to her new home. I thought that was all very cute. Of course, this is more clothing here. Her journal and personal things that she wants to do. This is another one I made where you could open it and write in there and then close it again. And there's about 3 or 4 of them in here of these, which if you want to write something you don't want someone to see. These are another 3 cards, and then this is an advertisement for the hose supporters, and then it says the button and mold best grade, and they're metal to put on to hold your pantyhose up. And let's see the next signature. These are all cameos on here. These are all color cameos. I thought they were beautiful and they would be cute to put in here. These are more journaling cards. This is a nice dress here. And this was probably her favorite face wash here, and she put it on there. This is another one to write in. More dresses, more ideas that she had that maybe she wanted. I don't know why that doesn't go in. And this is another one here. These are rules for the ball. Maybe she wanted the ideas on what she has to act or, be like at a ball. Maybe she's never been. Maybe she's looking forward to how to act properly. And this is a advertisement for the corsets. They're $1 for $1. I thought that was funny. Then these are little coupon, but everything is blank in the back where you can write on them. They're all journal cards. And like I said, there are 50 journaling cards. This is a New World Ladies magazine, and this I thought was pretty. It matches with the book, and I put it on the booklet there. This is this is her body wash or her face wash, and these are maybe postcards that her mom had her send her as soon as she got there. And I just went with the idea of the 1800s and what these women went through while I was reading. I just found amazing everything they did, and throughout their day they had to do so many things and boil clothes by hand, cook in these horrendous ovens, and they were there most of the day because if they had children, it's like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then on top of that heat, and then the 300 pounds of clothing, everything that they had to wear. I'm not that person. I wouldn't be able to do that. This is another magazine that was out in that era, and maybe these were some patterns that she wanted to make, and she had the ideas with the material on here. I thought that was cute. And these flowers are actual vintage flowers that I just printed them on there. I had them. This is the meaning of this is the fan, or what is this? The language of the fan. What it means, or if you're, I don't know. I guess the way you were fanning yourself or something, it would be if you put the fan to your lips. I don't trust you, and the handle to the lips. That would be so confusing for me. I would seriously hurt myself as clumsy as I am. And let's see. These are 3 tags. Maybe this is another hairdo that she wanted. This is flirtation with gloves, with a handkerchief, and with a parasol. I would have probably knocked myself out with that parasol. There you go. Carry it over your right shoulder. It means you can speak to me. It goes on to kicking it and pulling it and putting it, and it was just hilarious. Window signaling. There you go. If you put your open right hand on to the right side of your face, she's greeting you. It's just crazy. It was it was funny. Maybe this is a new hairdo that she wants to try. And again, more pages. Here you have 160 pages. This is more flirtation, proper flirtations for a young lady. And these were maybe postcards, and this is dressing for the occasion. It tells you how you could dress in the morning, past 6 o'clock, before 6 o'clock. It's just hilarious. And maybe these were patterns that she wanted to try. This is a floofy dress. I figured it was fit for a young lady in that time period. And this is the Good Manners book by Butterick Publishing Company. I had a lot of fun with this. The flirtation, dropping the eyelid. That yeah, I could see myself. Yeah, and closing the right eye slowly. I can't even wink. That would be hilarious for me. So I thought that was cute. This is the same picture of the girl in the trunk, and I thought this is a very cute journal. I loved it. I had so much fun making this journal and laughing at all the ridiculous stuff that it says about the flirting. The 1800s was something else. That's the word I could use. The 1800s were something else. But I would not have wanted to be born and living in those times, because those women literally were slaves. And yeah, I would have never married. Yeah, never. So this is the 6 signatures. This is the beautiful fabric I chose. I thought it was very, very beautiful. I put these metal plates in the back here. I don't know if you could see them. They are cute. And then the spine, it is 4 inches. It has 5 cameos. It also has jewelry and these little doohickeys, the little tchotchkes. I thought they were so cute. And yeah, I hope you liked it. I think it's beautiful. The just the detail on it. I love the way the pages came out. I'm gonna try that technique on other pages, of course, if it's vintage that I'm going with. Or but yeah, I hope if you like the 1800s, read up on it, and you will be just amazed at all of the stuff these women had to do back then. And you know, by the time I finished reading about all these women and what they did, and you know, they had to tend to the kids and the chickens and the roosters and the coal and the starting here and the going there and bearing children and having to make everything in the house and preserves and starting their dinners a month early. Oh God, I wanted to kiss my appliances by the time I finished reading about all of this. We don't know how good we have it regardless, you know. But I hope you liked it, and I had a lot of fun with it. I really did. And I didn't do so bad for the first time in trying with the trunk. I think it came out pretty good. I'm going to be trying a couple of more new things. And I just wanted to thank you for stopping by and visiting with me and listening to all of my jibber jabber. Yeah, I thought it was cute. I'm happy with the way the whole trunk came out and how everything was. The listing is this is on Etsy. If you want more detail or more information, just feel free to ask. I will answer you as soon as possible. I usually do. And yeah, thank you for stopping by. I hope you liked it. I loved this. I fell in love with it. And like I said, this was a labor of love. It truly was. And yeah, so have a great day and be safe.